I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with O.J. too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got canned.
O.J.'s a good guy. I mean, he's not. Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Chow Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech. By the way, you can now purchase a bronze statue of the Juice for only $3,395. And for an even $5,000, you can buy one that Al Cowlings has kissed the ass of. O.J. Simpson's new fitness video was released this week, and hitting the shelves next week, Simpson's newest video, Dorf on Stalking. The crowd is torn. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat. And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty. In other book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course O.J. Did It. I mean, come on. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. And O.J. announced this week that he's coming out with a new book called I Want to Tell You. And if it's successful, O.J. will work on yet another book entitled From Football to Prison, My 25 Years of Showering with Other Men. And finally, in honor of the 50th anniversary of their first publication, Random House will be releasing special commemorative issues of many Dr. Seuss classics. The first to hit the bookshelves will be Green Eggs and Ham and O.J. is Guilty. Judge Ito was interviewed this week by a local TV station in Los Angeles. Asked by the interviewer if it was appropriate for a supposedly impartial judge to be on TV with his case still pending, Ito said, maybe not, but how appropriate is it to kill your ex-wife? It was revealed today that O.J. Simpson told police that Nicole Brown Simpson used to beat him up. He also claimed that she and Ron Goldman killed him. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, we want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people. Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do. Well, O.J. Simpson's lawyers stopped feuding this week, finally. The Dream Team, F. Lee Bailey and Robert Shapiro, were able to put aside their differences and express their admiration for each other after O.J. threatened to cut their heads off. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, sleepy truckers are responsible for 1,000 deaths a year. In second place, O.J. Simpson at 2 deaths a year. It was revealed this week that defense lawyer Johnny Cochran once abused his first wife. In his defense, Cochran said, "Hey, at least I didn't kill her like some people I know." Tomorrow, Judge Lance Ito will take O.J. and the jury on a tour of the now famous crime scene. For the jury, it will be their first look at the actual location. Of course, for O.J., it will be just a case of been there, done that. Judge Lance Ito was happy with the jurors' field trip to the crime scene last week. It went off without a hitch, said Ito. Not one murder. O.J.'s pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that O.J. is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And this week, Simpson defense lawyers questioned witnesses about a half-melted container of ice cream found at the murder site. The Simpson defense has seized upon the ice cream for 2 reasons. 1, it may help fix the time of the murders, and 2, it was the only thing in the murder scene without any of O.J.'s blood on it. To illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. We went... Was O.J. Simpson high on speed the night of the murders? Absolutely not, said defense attorney Johnny Cochran today. And a simple test of any of O.J.'s blood found at the crime scene will prove it. And O.J. pal Al Cowling said this week that in looking for the truth in the O.J. Simpson case, he sometimes talks to a picture of Nicole Brown Simpson, something that in the past would have gotten him killed by O.J. F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. You know, if you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, "Hey, you're O.J. Simpson." Oh no, O.J. has struck again. How about that? Not a good thing. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Hertz Rental Car Company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Testimony during the final week provided some spellbinding moments. In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat." And a new shocker in the O.J. Simpson trial. This afternoon, Judge Lance Ito dismissed yet another juror, a 45-year-old African-American male, for failing to tell the court that he had once worked for Hertz Rent-A-Car and that he had once held Nicole Brown Simpson's glasses while O.J. killed her. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into 2 camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A bad week for the prosecution of the O.J. Simpson trial. Under intense cross-examination by defense lawyer Barry Scheck, LAPD crime expert Dennis Fung admitted that he may have contaminated the crime scene when he accidentally dropped a big bucket full of O.J.'s DNA. Our top story tonight, this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez. Well, the trial of the century is over. Late yesterday, the fate of O.J. Simpson, the most famous murder suspect in United States history, was placed in the hands of the jurors. They must now decide whether to free him or get all their heads cut off.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was a broken apart by you.
Thanks, I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. Two hours after the verdict, LA police had their first solid lead in the hunt for the real killers. A new witness has come forward who saw 3 men fleeing the crime scene the night of the murders. Police have released this sketch and would like to hear from anyone who has seen these 3 individuals. On Tuesday at 1:15, the moment the Simpson verdict was delivered, Court TV scored its highest ratings ever. An hour later, the channel went out of business. Well, that covers the main developments in the O.J. Simpson case this week. And after all, other important things are going on in the world. Now more O.J. Simpson. When Simpson trial juror Gina Rodborough returned home this week, her little girls were delighted to have her back. And no wonder. She lets them get away with murder. Our top story tonight. Following his shocking acquittal 2 weeks ago, O.J. Simpson vowed never to rest until the real killers of Nicole Brown Simpson are brought to justice. And the manhunt continues. After initially vowing never to rest until his wife's killers are brought to justice, O.J. Simpson this week changed his pledge slightly. He now vows to have sex with hot-looking models. Meanwhile, this week, O.J. took girlfriend Paula Barbieri to see the erotic murder mystery Jade. Other moviegoers took the couple's presence in stride, though they did become uncomfortable when O.J. repeatedly shouted out, "You call that a stabbing? Simpson had been discussing marriage with girlfriend Paula Barbieri, but reportedly she has called the wedding off. Her fear was that if they married, she would be brutally murdered. And then someone would try to pin it on O.J. The L.A. District Attorney's Office has given Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden bonuses of over $10,000 for, quote, lengthy hard time duty, unquote, in the O.J. Simpson case. A spokesman for the DA said that the prosecutor's bonuses would have been even higher, except for the fact that they let a killer go free. According to a report out this week, O.J. Simpson is still extremely angry that Robert Shapiro began writing a book while he was defending the football legend. However, Simpson is extremely pleased that he got away with killing his wife and that waiter. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people. In a surprise move, O.J. Simpson has offered to give an interview to CNN with, quote, absolutely no ground rules. But interviewers Greta Van Susteren and Roger Cossack have asked for one. Don't kill us. In sworn testimony this week, Paula Barbieri admitted that she had broken up with O.J. Simpson the very night Nicole Brown Simpson was killed. Boy, that had to be a tough day for O.J., huh? First he gets dumped by his girlfriend, then Colombian hitmen kill his wife. Man, that's... You gotta... In an effort to raise money for his enormous legal bills, O.J. Simpson this week began marketing a video which attempts to prove his innocence. Should the tape not sell, Simpson has a backup idea, his very own video of the actual murders themselves. This week on NBC's Dateline, 3 members of the Simpson jury explained their not guilty votes and argued that if Simpson had killed his wife, there should have been blood stains all over his gate, front door, and light switches. Also this week, Simpson friend Al Cowlings released his video, How to Get Blood Stains Off Gates, Front Doors, and Light Switches. In his civil court deposition this week, O.J. Simpson denied under oath that he ever punched, kicked, or slapped his ex-wife Nicole. Oh, great. As if O.J. isn't busy enough tracking down the real killers. Now he's got to track down the real wife beater, too. This guy is crazy. And in Brentwood, O.J. himself was spotted manning a lemonade stand with his daughter, Sydney. Asked by reporters why sales were so poor, O.J. replied, "Beats me," and then he went back to cutting lemons with a giant knife. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week, according to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." I said getting beaten, and that may have hurt a little. According to a Senate Committee on Violence, Denise Brown has done more to bring attention to the cause of battered women than any other person. Well, almost any other person. Once again, O.J. gets the short shrift. In Los Angeles this week, Lyle and Eric Menendez were found guilty of first-degree murder. So, to review California law, it is killing your wife, legal. Killing your parents, illegal. A shocking new development in the O.J. Simpson case. Late this afternoon, a high-ranking official in the Los Angeles Police Department admitted to Geraldo Rivera that the police did conspire to frame O.J. Simpson for the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. However, they called the conspiracy off when they got to the murder scene and found that O.J. really did do it. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." Arriving back in the U.S. after his week in London, O.J. Simpson was asked by a reporter why he hadn't spent Mother's Day with his children. A visibly annoyed Simpson replied, "Idiot, I didn't spend Mother's Day with my kids because I killed their mother." Well, more O.J. Simpson news. On Friday, the Juice officially endorsed Bill Clinton for president, adding, quote, "I'd like to help him any way I can." To which the president replied, "Well, there is one thing." In Los Angeles this week, the defense suffered a setback in the second O.J. trial when Simpson was ordered to turn over a secret videotape which lawyers say contains proof of his guilt. What's on the tape? The first O.J. trial. Finally this week, lawyers in the new O.J. Simpson trial actually found a prospective juror who claims to know nothing about O.J. Simpson, the murders, or the first trial, and who told the court, quote, "I don't even know when it started or ended." Unfortunately, the man had to be disqualified when it was learned that he had been a juror in the first O.J. trial. During a recent interview on 2020, longtime O.J. Simpson friend Robert Kardashian said he now believes Simpson may be guilty, though he did add that had he believed O.J. was guilty at the time, he never would have agreed to hide his bloody clothes and knife. At his civil trial in Los Angeles this week, O.J. Simpson attorneys began their case with an attack on Nicole Brown Simpson's character. Outraged Brown family lawyers responded, quote, "Nicole is a victim. No matter what she did, she certainly did not cut her own throat." To which Simpson's attorneys replied, "On the contrary, that is precisely what we intend to prove." At the Simpson civil trial this week, O.J. and Fred Goldman got into an explosive shouting match. Mr. Goldman bellowed at O.J., "Don't give me that damn look," while O.J. shouted back, "I wasn't even looking at you. You're just mad because I killed your son." Against the Jets last week, Buffalo Bills running back Thurman Thomas broke O.J. Simpson's career rushing record, and the week before, he surpassed Simpson in career touchdowns. Next up for Thomas, an attempt to kill 3 people at once. O.J. Simpson was in a different courtroom this week, attempting to regain custody of his 2 children. In order to prove to the court how much he loves his kids, O.J. pointed out, quote, "Hey, they're still alive, aren't they?" This week in Los Angeles civil court, an FBI expert testified that shoe prints left by the killer exactly matched shoes belonging to O.J. Simpson. In response, O.J. stood up and exclaimed, "Wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute. I just figured it out. The real killer is me." According to researchers in Australia, koala bears have fingerprints so close to those of human beings that they could easily be mistaken by police at the scene of a crime. It should be noted, however, that the research was funded by O.J. Simpson. So, our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. This week at the O.J. Simpson civil trial, the focus shifted from the defendant to the alleged character flaws of Nicole Brown Simpson. Attorney for O.J. hammered away at her lifestyle, citing sexual promiscuity, drug use, and the fact that she married a double murderer. Meanwhile, Simpson defense attorney Robert Baker argued that a dark spot in a crime scene photo was a, quote, mystery shoe print, suggesting that there were actually 2 killers. O.J. hopes this will support his theory that he did not act alone. In dramatic testimony this week at a civil trial, O.J. Simpson said he didn't commit suicide only because, quote, my mother told me you don't go to heaven if you kill yourself. Oddly, his mother did say, quote, it's okay to kill other people. In a unanimous verdict this week, a Santa Monica jury found O.J. Simpson liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, awarding the plaintiffs damages of $8.5 million. Reacting to the verdict, Simpson insisted that he has nowhere near that amount of money and that his only remaining asset is 30 pairs of Brune Mali shoes. The announcement of the verdict came toward the end of President Clinton's annual State of the Union address, and to many observers, completely overshadowed the event. Even the president was distracted during his speech, waiting to hear exactly how much it costs to kill your wife. Our top story tonight, this week at the civil trial of O.J. Simpson, the jury, which had earlier found him liable in the deaths of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson, this week tacked on an additional $25 million in punitive damages. On hearing the news, Simpson declared, quote, this is far from over. Asked to clarify that statement, O.J. said, quote, I'm going to kill more people. What do you think I meant? The first place in Weekend Update's Most Romantic Valentine contest goes to David Delafera of Kearney, New Jersey. Yesterday, Mr. Delafera, who works as a fireman here in the city, climbed the ladder of a fire truck up to the third-floor office window of his girlfriend, Alexandra. There, with a dozen roses and a wedding ring, he proposed to her in front of all her co-workers. Congratulations, David. And coming in last place for the third year in a row, O.J. Simpson. At a book signing in New York this week, Fred Goldman once again offered to forget the millions owed to him by O.J. Simpson if he would simply admit to the Brentwood murders. A visibly annoyed O.J. responded, why in the world would I do that when I have no intention of paying you anyway? More bad news for O.J. This week, HarperCollins reached an agreement with the Brown family to publish his late wife's diary. Especially troublesome to Simpson is this final entry. Dear Diary, I have to run now because O.J. is here to murder me. And also the guy who returned my glasses. I think he might murder him, too. Also this week, a California newspaper revealed that O.J. Simpson was awarded custody of his children mainly because a court-ordered psychological test showed that he is a loving father. It should be noted, however, that the same test also showed that he was a loving husband. According to O.J. Simpson's niece, Terry Baker, when O.J.'s mother, Eunice Simpson, first heard about the slaying of Nicole Brown, she exclaimed, he did it. Reached for comment, O.J. said, my mom was just guessing. I hadn't even told her yet. Meanwhile, O.J. himself may have some explaining to do. For months, he has denied hiding financial assets, including valuable sports mementos, from the Brown and Goldman families. But earlier today, Simpson pal A.C. Cowlings was stopped as he tried to leave the country. In the backseat of his Bronco, police found O.J.'s Heisman Trophy, disguised with a tiny fake beard. More bad news for O.J. Simpson. This week, a Los Angeles court ordered him to turn over his Heisman Trophy to the Goldman family. In addition, the same court may order Simpson to surrender a coffee mug inscribed, World's Greatest Husband. More followed from the recent conviction of British au pair Louise Woodward on murder charges. This week, her attorney, Barry Scheck, lashed out at the legal system, saying, quote, what kind of sick society do we live in where an innocent girl is sent to prison, while a double murderer like O.J. Simpson goes free? Kind of a... In a statement with profound legal implications, the FBI announced this week that for the first time, its experts can now identify an individual with 100% accuracy through his DNA. And really, when you think about it, the timing could not have been better, said former football great O.J. Simpson. He was good on the gridiron. Oh, there's a phone call here. Here, I have a phone. Let me see now. Who would this be? Hello?
Hey, Norm, what's up? It's OJ.
OJ! Hey! Hi, OJ. Hey, what have you been up to?
I just got back from the movie.
Oh, the movie. What'd you say?
Beautiful girls.
Oh, yeah. Who's in that again?
Oh, you know, Uma Thurman, Lauren Harley, Mira Sorvino, Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell's in Beautiful Girls?
I know, Norm. I was nonplussed myself.
Anyway there, Juice. Hey, how's it going with the, the manhunt there for the killers?
Oh, Norm, don't ask.
Not good, huh?
That is an understatement. I'm no closer to finding the real killers today than I was when I started. It's like they vanished into thin air.
Oh, well, give it time there, OJ. You know, it can't be that bad.
Oh, believe me, it is that bad. Sometimes I feel like I might as well shut down the whole investigation.
Oh, come on now. Hey, did anything ever come out of that lead you picked up there about the shadowy figure leaving the crime scene?
No, you're not going to believe it. It turns out that was me.
Well, so I guess that's a dead end, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about that guy that was seen running back to your house by limo driver Alan Parks?
Well, guess what? That turns out that was me also.
Oh. Well, what are you going to do, huh?
Nothing you can do. Sometimes you just have to laugh. Anyway, Norm, while I have you here, I was going to ask you a favor.
Oh, yeah, sure, Juice. What is it?
I produced a video dealing with some of the inconsistencies in the evidence, and I've been having trouble getting the 800 number out on the airwaves.
Really? I'll put it out.
Okay, that would be great. It's 1-800-555-0165.
Oh, okay. That's 1-800-555-0165?
Right. 1-800-555-0165.
Okay, 1-800-555-0165. Okay. Hey, what's the video cost there, OJ? Was it like $100?
Oh, no, it's $29.95.
$29.95? Good Lord, that's nothing.
Yeah, well...
You're practically giving it away.
We're trying to price it so that the average person can afford to buy it.
Well, OJ, the question's not can the average person afford to buy it. The question is, can the average person afford not to buy it?
Well, we think it's a quality video.
Well, the price is certainly right. Hey, let me ask you a favor, OJ. Can I give out that number one more time?
Sure.
Okay, then. That's 1-800-555-0165.
Right. Okay, Norm, I'm going to let you go.
Okay, Juice. Hey, take care, buddy. O.J. Simpson, everybody. O.J. Simpson. O.J. the Juice. Well, in a sworn deposition this week, O.J. Simpson claimed that he never, ever beat, choked, or hit his ex-wife with a closed or open fist. Luckily for O.J., lawyers forgot to ask if he'd ever cut her head off.
Norm MacDonald.
Oh, hey, Chris. What's up?
Dude, I love your show on Netflix. It's so awesome to see you on there and interviewing like all these people and stuff. It's so laid back. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun because I'm getting to interview whoever I want,
Yep.
Although that list is running short.
You were always great on Letterman. Did you ever do like Carson?
The first time I ever did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson with guest host Jay Leno, which wasn't as good as the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. But the guy told me, he said, "You're not a Johnny comic, you're more of a Jay comic." I'm like, really? Oh, that sucks. But anyways, Barry Manilow was the other guest, right? So he has these people that follow him around everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
It's all these old ladies and stuff. So the entire crowd was filled with Barry Manilow fans. It was the first time ever doing the show. So right before we were about to go on, Doc Severinsen, the band leader, right?
Yep.
He goes out and he goes, folks, after the break, we'll come back with a comic. It's Barry Manilow's favorite comic. Like he was so nice. And so then I walk out and the crowd like applauds for like a minute.
Wow.
Like it didn't even make any sense. And then they just laugh wherever they feel they should. You know, sometimes it was halfway through a joke. And that was Barry Manilow's favorite comic.
So when you get a call like the Tonight Show saying we want you on there and you're all excited, then they go, it's the night that Jay Leno's hosting. You were bummed out?
Oh yeah, it was this guy. His name was Jim McCauley, and he booked the Tonight Show. So I got to L.A., I was like, I'm going to be the last guy, you know, the last comic that he anoints, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like doing spots every night, and then saw me after the show, and he goes, well, you're more of a Jay comic. And I'm like, well, what is that? What does it mean? And what does that mean, you know? He's like, you know, Jay's taking over. I'm like, no, I know, but I'm like, it'd be cool with Johnny. And he's like, well, if Jay, if you do good with Jay, Johnny will watch, as if Johnny's going to watch, you know, on his day off, like the guy he hates, you know.
Right.
So it was depressing to get the Tonight Show with guest host Jay Leno.
Yeah, I watch, like a Seinfeld show and stuff, and him and like Gary Shandling really get excited about the whole thing about being on Carson, and I guess I understand that whole thing because like for me to go on to go on Stern, they equate it to that as far as radio.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's the closest I've ever been actually. Well, Letterman or Stern.
Right.
No, I've heard you on Stern. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great going on there.
You always phone him about something, and he's like, "I hear you're getting fired again."
Yeah. That's awesome that he's heard that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's. I think that's the only reason why a lot of these comics will do our shows because they heard me getting fired on Stern.
No, he is the coolest.
Are you going to do another special?
Yeah, I'm going to do another kind of a different type of special.
What do you mean?
But, well, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but when I do, you'll be the first to know.
Good.
If Norm was going to build his super team of like a comedy tour, who would it be? Who would you have on that tour with you?
I picked Brian Regan.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there'd be three. So it'd be Brian Regan, me, and Chris Bosch.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. No, he's more of just his face.
Yeah, he looks like a Simpson. Right?
Looks like a velociraptor.
Yeah, he does.
A raptor.
He does.
You know what is funny is the other night I was watching when you had Bob Saget on your show, and I videotaped it with my phone.
He sent it to all of us.
Yeah, I sent it to all my friends about the part where you guys were doing the joke thing, and you see, whenever you start talking about black weed, Saget gets so uncomfortable. Hilarious.
Saget is funny. If you hang out with Saget, he's so famous because he had those two shows that were so gigantic,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, everyone recognizes him everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
All they ever say is, "You're Bob Saget." And then he goes, "Thank you."
Would you have taken those gigs, Norm?
Oh, no, I would not, no. I've done stupid non-accepting things before. Like one time I didn't accept this thing, because I don't know how anything works, and then it was a cartoon, and then it became a really popular cartoon, and then later my manager said, "Oh, you would have made huge money off that." I'm like, "Oh, you should have told me." I thought a cartoon was just made no money, you know. But
Norm MacDonald's the greatest, dude. Thanks for coming on again. You're always awesome.
thanks, man. Peace.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. They could have split that one up a little better, you know? But I watch the TV, I watch the news, make you afraid, the news, you know? Put all these stories on, Iraq, Iran, North Korea, you know, try to scare you, you know? But does it ever really scare you? Like, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, North Korea! That little tiny country across the ocean. I wonder if they'll get me. Plus, didn't MASH settle that like 20 years ago?
That's the great Norm MacDonald here on the Kid Chris Show.
Talk about this new movie called Dirty Work.
Dirty Work.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to do it.
I read the synopsis of it. It sounds like a lot of fun. Two guys who just can't seem to get it together, right?
Yeah, we can't get it together, so the only thing we're good at is getting back at people. Yeah. So we open a revenge for hire business.
I like this. Yeah, this is good.
So if you need revenge, you see, you'd come to me and I'd figure out a revenge. Let's suppose there was somebody that was getting, you know, was a mean, you know, then you...
Treating you unfairly.
Exactly.
I would come to you and say, I want revenge.
Yes, and I'd figure out a way to get you revenge.
Well, you do this in the movie to Don Rickles, don't you?
Yeah, Don Rickles was great.
Well, what did he do to deserve some revenge?
He was just Don Rickles.
What I love is that I read that you wrote insults for him. He didn't like them at all. He wrote his own insults.
Yeah, he just did. We just said, do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can't.
And he just insulted us. And it was great because it's funny when he insults you and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know? Like he'll just go up to you and go, listen, why don't you go to Alaska and live in a shed with a rake? You know? And you go, what does that mean? What does that mean?
You're talking to the right person. He thinks he loves Don Rickles.
Great.
Oh, God.
So you like acting, huh? So this could be the beginning of a whole new career for you.
Yeah.
Just like Chevy left Saturday Night Live, went out to Hollywood, became a big movie star.
Well, acting is tough. I mean, one of the toughest things is you don't have your own name. Like, my name's Norm, as you well know.
Sure.
And my character's name in the movie was Mitch, you see? So in the scenes, like, a guy would say to me, hey, we better get going, Mitch. And I go, huh? And then they go, cut,
Yeah, right.
you know?
You're not used to this.
Right. So then the next time they go, let's get going, man. We got to get going, Mitch. And I go, yes, me, Mitch. Let's get going. I'm Mitch. And then they go, cut.
And Bob Saget directed this.
Yeah, well, you know, there's bad news and everything.
How is young Saget?
He's actually
there,
right
isn't he?
over there. Hey, Bob.
Come on over here.
Bob Saget.
Yes, you do.
Right over there. Stand over there, man.
Nice to see you two guys survived making this movie together.
Well,
Bob's a great man. Bob's a great man.
and a good woman. We've been together for a while.
And now he's a big movie director.
He's a big movie director.
If it's a big movie.
Tell him what Rickles said to you when he first met you about what Scorsese.
Oh, Rickles actually said, Bob, you're very, very tall. You're very tall. Martin's very short man. That was it.
No, remember Martin Scorsese met you when he first heard? He said, I'll do it.
I don't remember.
He said, Rickles meets him and he goes, because he did Casino with Martin Scorsese. Sure. And he goes, I just talked to Martin and I told him you were my next director. And he went, ah!
Oh, that's He left me a message. He called me at my office and he said, I don't understand. He left me this message. He said, I hit 2 in pound and I hit 3 in pound. I don't know how your Jew spaceship works. He says, call me Saget. I miss you. Don Rickles. It's very funny.
How is he as an actor?
He's really good.
Yeah? Big
He
future?
is. Yeah, I think the man is incredibly talented. I'm not just saying that because we have a movie opening on June 12th. No, he's in full commitment. He says he wouldn't answer to, the name Mitch, but he did. Not to me, but to other people.
Well, you gave it 100%, huh?
Now, can this guy become a romantic leading man in the movies?
Yeah, he turns me on. No, I think, all kidding aside, I've talked to a lot of
ladies,
a lot of ladies, and they all say they find this man very sexy, and they think
They love his eyes.
Beautiful eyes.
Oh, your beautiful eyes. They twinkle.
And he's got those Tom Selleck dimple things happening.
Oh, yeah. This is the new Tom Selleck, absolutely.
He's got the little wavy hair thing happening. Yeah.
I think you're getting to Kathy Lee.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All right, so it opens on June 12th.
June 12th.
All right.
Friday.
They say revenge is sweet. Bob Saget and Norm MacDonald are hoping it is also funny. Saget makes his feature film directorial debut. MacDonald his writing and starring debut in Dirty Work. Basically, two guys who've never done this job before. It's an irreverent comedy that proves getting even can lead to odd situations.
They're nice cars. These are luxury automobiles. I got a whole place. They're fully loaded.
They're loaded with dead hookers.
Either. They're seeing things. Don't shoot this. This is not part of the commercial.
If some jerk making your life miserable, you want revenge, call 555-0187 and let us do your dirty work.
Sort of like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, a little bit, but there's no ghost.
Just hookers and trunks.
Hookers and trunks.
It's good programming in the morning for your family.
You've never done this before. You've never done this before. Nervous at all?
Hookers and trunks, or you mean the movie thing?
Big, funny directorial debut, comedy, you, starring role.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
No,
but,
you're not.
No, I'm not, because I take the Xanax.
3-4 cases a week, isn't it?
No, I
sell it to him.
Do you?
No.
Tell me about the movie.
Actually, he's a very, very funny man.
The movie?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got crazy. I was reading that. The movie is two guys that start a revenge for hire business because one of their dads, Jack Warden, needs a heart transplant.
He's my dad, too. He's both of our dads.
You can't say that, though. That's secret information.
Oh, yeah, that's the big plot twist.
Yeah. So, we give that away later. Let me tell you how The Exorcist ends now. Silence of the Lambs, they kill that guy.
Revenge. What do you know from revenge? Do you have any experience in your own life with revenge?
Yeah, I always think up revenge is to get back at guys. Like if they screw me over, if they do something mean, you know.
Really?
Oh, all the time. Like this one guy, man. He would always. What's that? What do you got there?
A little article about you in a little feud with another network.
Oh, yeah. There's this character over on the NBC. He's the president, and he hates me.
And why?
He doesn't think I'm funny.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing if you're not funny.
No, yeah, I am funny.
Yeah.
He's very funny. I think he just doesn't know you.
He's a jackass.
What about Dirty Work, though?
What about Dirty Work?
Can I have that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah.
That's a good thing.
Dirty Work is what about it?
It's funny, don't you think?
Is it funny? Have you ever done any revenge, little tricks, do little pranks to people to sort of get even?
When I was a little kid, I did this thing where I would phone people at random, me and my brother, and we'd go, hello? We pretend to be all scary, and we go, my mommy gave this number to call you in case there's an emergency. There's someone at the door trying to get in. There's someone at the door.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was funny, though.
He did something to me 2 days ago. I was driving. One of the stars of the movie, Artie Lang, is very excited about everything that's going on with this movie, and he got a brand new Cadillac. Beautiful black Cadillac. We went golfing. We played 3 holes, then went to the snack bar, and then we played 2 more later. And so Artie, we're driving back, and I plowed into a manhole, and I flatted out his tire in the bottom of the car,
with his new caddy.
with his brand new caddy. He's like cracking up. So what current kind of practical joke?
So this crazy Mexican tow truck driver comes, you know, to fix his car, and so then I tell Saget, I go, hey man, that guy wants your autograph, you know,
for his kid.
For his kid. So then the guy, like, fixes our car, and then Saget, like a jackass, he comes up afterwards and he goes, yeah, I'll sign anything for you. And the guy goes, no, cash.
I said, you want an autograph? He says, no, $50. And then he and Artie are like on the ground because I was like, you want my autograph for your kid, right? And he goes, no.
Was this movie fun to make? I mean, is it more fun to make comedies than to make dramas? Because you've made dramas before.
He made a drama about his sister died of a bad disease.
Right. I mean, you've done the other thing. Is it a whole...
You know, it's interesting that you told us both. I forgot I'd done it till now.
But you've also done some other directing as well.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people don't know you started back in college doing directing projects and things.
Right. But this thing, you know, comedy is a collaborative thing, and Norm and the writers, Norm wrote it with Frank Sebastiano and Fred Wolf and our producer Bob Simons. Everybody was working together to get the funniest stuff that we could get out of it. And it's Norm's sensibilities, a lot of it, and it's really because of that I fell in love.
I don't know what he's talking about, but we got funny people in it.
California.
We got you know, the great Don Rickles, Chevy Chase, Chris Farley. All the funniest guys I know are in the movie. So that's what makes it, you know.
Are you happy to be doing movies and not TV anymore?
No, I love TV the best.
Do you?
Yeah. Maybe one day I could fill in for Spencer Christian if he's over in Atlantic City or
Do you think? He always is, you know.
I know, I saw him there once.
Did you?
Yeah,
How much did you lose?
He had a feverish look on his face.
Norm MacDonald, Bob Saget.
We're done?
Best of luck with Dirty Work.
Thanks, Lisa. You and Kevin are great, man.
Thank you.
But you wrote a sequel for Dirty Work.
I did.
And we had the money?
Yeah, we were going.
That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. And Norm, I didn't think he was going to die. And I didn't know.
I was going to say, did you know? I mean, you know, writing a sequel that stars a guy who's got leukemia is not a smart move. So
when nobody knew, and he wanted it that way, and I think it was also him being a gambler at heart. You know, with life,
he thought he could get through it.
And by the way, he was told he was going to. So I think it's those last few weeks. I think he was really thinking he was going to beat it, and we were set to go. And so you were going to be getting the phone call.
Yeah.
And I told you that when I was in New York, and it's a really good script. And he and Laurie Jo Hoekstra, who I love.
Yeah, Lojo, the great LJ.
She's just great. I guess when we did Dirty Work, I was more the guy that wanted to be liked, and that ain't the club you do it with. You know, you don't have, you know, Frank Sebastiano and Fred Wolf. It ain't social. It's making the best movie you can make. And
right.
that movie was, you know, people that love it have to know that writing good comedy is hell. You know, it's really hard work. And that's why I think the movie resonated. Right now I'm trying, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to make the R-rated cut for Norm, you know.
Right.
To do that, because 7 minutes are missing. So
no kidding.
Yeah. Remember you guys had I can't give it away if it comes out.
Well,
it involves donuts.
The donut scene. Yeah, right, exactly.
And there's more than that. But you know, the prison scene's a little bit different.
yeah. And I can say what it is. The prison scene, Norm gets fucked in the ass. And
as you do in prison.
Listen, I've been there. No one always gets fucked in the ass. Believe me, that would be I'd be a hard date to deal with if that happened.
Well, for you, it's like looking for Waldo once you get in there.
But anyway, you know, Norm says after he gets fucked in the ass, you know what hurts the most is the lack of respect. That's what hurts the most. But the other thing hurts the most, the anal rape.
Right. And that
got cut out.
But we used a wide shot, and amazing that it worked. That and the other thing.
Right.
And I had Norm loop it, and he went, God, looks like I said that. So he didn't. You said anal rape, Norm. And so hopefully we'll put anal rape back in where it belongs in Dirty Work.
Anal rape belongs no further than your friendly podcast and your friendly movie makers.
Obviously, a lot of entertaining celebrities, but Norm MacDonald used to come on our show in the early days, and those were, I thought, great television because we never knew it was happening, and it was always teetering on the edge of it was all about to blow up. It's all about to fail, and it would always end brilliantly. And then he stopped coming around, and it was just a period that passed. And I was always sad about that because I thought we're a very celebrity-conscious age, and people always think that the best guests are the biggest celebrities. Sometimes, you know, the best guests are these people that you have a weird connection with, and it's compelling television. People see and they talk to me about it later on. Like I'll be out in the world walking around and people will say, I saw that when when you were with Harlan or when you were with Norm or with Will, and that really got wild and crazy in a way that they don't see on television now.
Have you, over the years, who are some of the people who have been your go-to people? That I just remember Dave in his early years had Terry Garr and he had Sandra Bernhard.
Yes.
And they were kind of magic together. Who are your...
I had so many people. Norm MacDonald was this person who would come, you all know Norm MacDonald, but Norm MacDonald, when we'd have him on in the early days, to this day I've never interviewed anybody like Norm MacDonald.
Who was the best guest that you've ever interviewed, and who was the worst?
I love Will Ferrell. I also love Norm MacDonald because he comes on and his stories are all invented. None of them are real. They're all old farmers' daughters jokes. And he pretends he'll come on. I'll say, "What's up, Norm?" He'd be like, the other day I was walking down the road and a pirate comes up to, I'm like, "What?" Yeah, a pirate comes along and he's got 3 pigs with him. One of them is wearing a hat, one's got a pipe, and then it's just a complete waste of everybody's time that's absolutely delightful and hilarious. And so I love him.
Your favorite guests are always like the Bill Burr, Norm Macdonald,
Yes.
just Michael off the rails, really fast type of guys.
Yeah. I mean, Norm Macdonald, one of the great talk show guests of all time. He invented something that Norm Macdonald invented this amazing thing that I've never seen anybody do before or since. It's kind of like he split the atom. It was that revolutionary. Norm would come on and he would, instead of telling you a real story, like if I had you on the show and you're like, "Hey, Bill, tell me, well, and remember I was living in Chestnut Hill once," and you would tell a real story about what happened to you in your life. Norm tells old jokes as stories that happened to him.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Norm, what are you up to?" And I mean really old jokes from like the 1920s. And he'd be like, "Well, Conan, I don't know if you're aware that I purchased a farm, Conan." I'd be like, "Really? You purchased a..." Yeah, I purchased a farm. Of course, I have 3 daughters." And I'm like, "You have 3 daughters?" "Yeah, I have 3 daughters on the farm. One very attractive, one not as attractive, and of course the third not, kind of, well, she's ugly, Conan. She's ugly." And I'd be like, "Well, one day, this traveling salesman comes to the farm, and he says, now, Norm, I tell you. And then it's like he's telling an old traveling salesman joke.
Yeah.
But
about halfway through where it's going.
I mean, I usually know. I know kind of what he's doing. I'm laughing that he has the balls to do this. I'm laughing at the audacity. So I don't even care if this joke lands or not. I'm laughing that he's committing to the fact that, no, he doesn't have a farm. He doesn't have 3 daughters. There's no traveling salesman. But he doesn't care in a way that is exhilarating and scary at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And plus, he probably has some people in the audience who are taking completely seriously, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's got some people thinking.
We call them tourists.
Yes, we call them. They're usually from San Bernardino.
Well, Norm had the greatest talk show moment in the history of talk shows with Courtney Thorne Smith.
That was epic. That was so great. And it's funny because
it's lived on. Who knew that we were going to have YouTube eventually?
You know
where
what?
We could just queue it up on command.
God bless YouTube. I had no idea when those things were happening. I thought, we're talking 1993, 94. When those things were happening, I thought, what did I know? I just thought if you were up and you saw it, that means you saw You saw an amazing thing happen. And if you, and then maybe if I get to stay on the air long enough, we'll have a 1-year anniversary show and maybe you'll see it then. But if you're not there for that, it's gone. And now I meet people, that around the world that will say, "Oh, I just saw that thing with you and Norm and Courtney Thorne Smith." And I'll think, that was a moment of my life when I was 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like 85 now. Like, how is that possible?
But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D. When you know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, deeply closeted man. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that, actually. A deeply, according to you, a deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you. Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? You're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay. On your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay. That means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy. What are you whispering about? We gotta go?
20 seconds till we're off.
20 seconds, man, to read that joke.
How many people have to die before we finally do something about dropping pianos?
Nick Swartzen. Look for him in Grown Ups 2. Thanks, Nikki. That was awesome.
I can guarantee you she's not watching.
Well, if she gets USA Today, she is.
We should end on that.
You don't say we should end on that. That's no way to end a show. If you guys think it's weird that guy in Cleveland kept 3 women in his basement as sex slaves, wait till you hear what my middle-aged Uncle Gordon kept in his basement. A fucking electric train. At least these were human beings.
At least.
You want to do one last joke?
Yeah.
It's a little controversial in these days.
Okay, I'm happy.
A list of the world's top 25 amusement parks was released this week, with Disney's Magic Kingdom coming in at #1. Not making the list, Kyle's Rape Dungeon.
Here we go. The final joke. Okay. Good night, everybody.
This year's most popular iPhone game is Clash of the Clans.
Clash of the Clan, the most popular iPhone game.
The least popular iPhone game, Cut My Cock Off.
Oh, my Lord. That's what you chose? Is the final joke?
You chose it.
This has been a pleasure. Adam, say hello to Eve.
Yeah.
Say hello to Eve.
I sure will. Say hello to Steve, you mean? Well,
Oh, he's gay?
well, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't say there's anything wrong. Just tell me if he is.
I'm not.
He is.
The great Larry King.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all very much.
And
No
that
applause.
means the show is over.
That's it?
Oh, yeah, we don't have any.
I've closed more shows.
April 15th is around the corner, and Adam Egat asked his accountant for his extension. Oh, sorry, that's his penis surgeon. See, April 15th is around the corner, and Adam Egat asked his accountant for his extension. Oh, sorry, that's his penis surgeon.
Yeah.
He asked his accountant for his tax extension. Oh, I'm sorry, he asked his surgeon for his penis extension. Just to reword that.
Yeah. Well, the show is over. We're done. Thanks to the great Fred Willard.
I thought this would never end. My God, you guys.
Thank you, Fred. Gay people are the same as everybody.
No, you mean you always tell me specifically how I think you're just calling me gay. It's one of the.
It's not an insult. He
No,
thinks it's an insult.
no, I didn't mean it.
Why would being gay be an insult?
Yeah. I love gay people.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's the end of the show.
Listen, man, we want to thank Tom Green for being with us. It was awesome.
Hear me read 50 Shades of Grey and see a film clip of Adam eating out Adolf Hitler's corpse's asshole.
Video of this?
Thank you, everybody. It was dreamlike.
How fast did that go?
I found it dreamlike.
Me too. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. There's something beautiful about this one.
I'm so
not
glad.
joking. I'm not being ironic.
No, I really loved it too. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So
Too bad this guy was here.
Yeah.
I just
want to talk about Preston Sturgis more.
Go ahead. I still feel in my heart, and I can only go by my heart. You know what I mean? I'm not a person that goes by my brain. I just go by my heart. That Bill Hader is ultimately unknowable.
Yes, that's true.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. See? That proves your point.
Exactly.
We're closing up the studio. We're turning the lights out. You keep talking, though.
You care? You think I care about that? You think when you turn the lights out, it's going to be a big difference? I can talk all night and we'll still be reaching the same people. Hey, let me tell you something. Why don't you get something that is semi-professional? You're a bunch of asswipes.
To end the show,
All right.
thank you very much for being
That was
here.
fun.
Can I kiss you?
Of course.
Oh,
Oh.
sweet. Oh.
Sweet. I'm glad I had a cert.
Everybody asked me on this show, when are you going to get a woman? I said, I'm not going to get a woman before I get Roseanne. I'll fucking tell you that. What did you say right before she said, I'm wet? Which not sounds sexy to me.
I was saying, I don't know, you want to get a bite, a movie, I'm wet. So I'm going to try. I tried that on other women. It doesn't
Okay,
work.
so I'll be Kathy Griffin.
And be me?
And you be you.
I don't know this area. Actually, it was around Centinela. You want, I don't know, see a movie, get a bite to eat?
I'm wet. Dean Martin at Hamburger Hamlet.
You know everything about
That's what I
me.
meant. That's where I saw him. Was it Hamburger Hamlet?
Yeah, I didn't
That's
know.
where I saw him also.
We must have talked about it too.
I don't know. Well, he'd always be at Hamburger
And I
Hamlet.
walked in there, and he had lost his son, and he was he was one of the guys that just did it like. That was the guy I looked at.
Oh, yeah, he's a great
and he was sitting there, and he was having a martini, just sitting there, and he looked up, and he was nice, and I just went.
I found your son. That's it. Bob Saget has been our guest.
I was at a party with a friend and I noticed you first. And you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. You touch my soul.
All right, we'd like to thank David Letterman for being on the show. But before he leaves, he has agreed to do a top 10 list.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do this for you.
Okay.
I would only do this for you. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I would only do this for you.
Well, that's sweet. Well, let's start.
Chris Kattan you didn't like.
Kattan's all right. Just we had, you know, when you're in that, it's like being, I won't say it's like being in war, but when you're in a situation, everyone's fighting for themselves.
There's another great quick Norm story. Great quick Norm story. Kid, Artie. Well, Jim will appreciate that. They do a big Rolling Stone article about the Kansas City.
Ah, that was a great one, man.
Wait, what is it? They do a big Rolling Stone article about the cast.
I got
about
a good
the
one.
what? So the cast of Saturday Night Live. Right, yeah. And it's everybody kissing each other's ass. So they ask Norm about Chris Kattan. And it's after pages of, I've never seen someone do better character work. Norm's quote is, he seems gay to me. He goes, I've never met a guy who said he wasn't gay. He seems so gay. But I guess he says he's not gay, so whatever. Hey.
I love that.
What about Norm MacDonald? You're at war with him as well. You two don't like each other.
Warring with Norm?
Here's what Norm said.
Oh, good.
I got it for you.
Another one.
Chris and Norm MacDonald apparently hate each other. This is according to my notes. When Norm hosted Saturday Night Live, Chris did not appear on the show. Wow.
Wait, when was?
In November of '97.
Oh, right.
Norm said of Chris, I don't know, but to me he seems gay. He claims he's not, but I've never seen like a guy who's not gay seem so gay. I don't find him funny. What can I say? Never made me laugh. What happened between... First of all, I don't believe you're gay, are you? I know someone you dated.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, you did.
And he's certainly had to have laughed at you once or twice.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a funny guy.
Right.
Well, that was the.
I mean, your
Rolling
characters.
Stone
Some of your
article.
characters are effeminate, so maybe people will think you're
Right,
gay.
like Mango's, like
he's gay,
queer as day.
Right. So
yeah.
So is Norm a homophobe? Is that the problem? He doesn't like gay
definitely
characters?
think he has a problem with
But give me the history of this. I love feuds.
Okay, let's see. What is, I don't know
You
exactly.
didn't appear on the show for a reason. You just
No. I don't. I just think I didn't get my sketches in. It wasn't like I'm not appearing in the show.
And when you're on Saturday Night Live, I've heard this before. When you say you didn't get your sketches in, you have to write your own material. If you don't get it in, if
it doesn't pass muster,
then you're not on the show.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, every week.
So do you have to hire separate guys to help you write material?
No. I mean they're there. There's there's people you write with normally. So
right. Okay. Because I've heard some people don't help other people. You know.
No, some people don't.
Right.
But I'm not. Because I'm not exactly the easiest guy to write for, though. I'm not like. I'm not an everyman. I can't be the boyfriend all the time. I'm more of a freak.
So why Norm MacDonald? I mean, Norm is an easygoing guy. I know Norm. Why the dislike? Something happened.
Well, let's see. When I first got on the show, he was so nice. He and Spade,
right,
were just like so nice. And then I don't know what happened. He just started. Like Garth Brooks was, we did like a pitch meeting, and he started saying things in the pitch meeting like, you don't want to do, like Garth Brooks was a guest.
Yeah.
He was a guest. I was like, I'm sure you don't want to do another fag sketch. Like things like that, people would laugh.
Oh, dear.
I was like, why is he saying
all
why
of
does
this?
And then it got kind of old, like, Jesus, Norm, you're like another...
And it makes you inhibited in a writing meeting if someone's goofing on you every time you open up your mouth, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't care because I'm not gay. If I was like, some gay guy going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm this
right. And so the gay jokes kept going and going and going.
Yeah, the gay jokes kept going and going.
And then you finally said, hey, I've had it with you, Norm.
Well,
did you ever confront him?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but it's like a playful thing. He says it's like a Jack Benny, Fred Allen, kind of a feud thing.
But you don't see it that way.
No, I think he's I don't know. But he this is what happened. We were on a flight together. We didn't plan on being together on the same flight. We were flying from LA back to New York,
right,
to do Saturday Night Live, and it was a red eye, And he's behind me, and we're, getting along, whatever. He's talking about crapping on women, or I don't know what he was talking about. Something like that.
Yeah,
and it was funny because he was so loud,
right?
So everyone else could hear it. I'm like, there's crap on this girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, laughing.
Right.
Because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
And then I wake up, and, because it's a red eye, and one of my shoes is missing. I was like, where's my shoe? And Norm's like, hey, you lost your shoe, huh? And then he leaves. And I'm like, so disoriented. And I'm the last guy in the flight looking for my shoe. And I just, walk off the plane with one shoe. And all the stewardess is like, you are funny.
Oh, no. So he stole your shoe.
He stole my shoe.
And he's playing goofs on you. He's not respecting you.
Right.
Right.
And then I took his jacket on a really cold night.
Yes.
And his assistant called me at home going, I got to get Norm's jacket. Please get me Norm's jacket. And she was like freaking out.
Right.
I was like, no, this is between Norm and I.
You can't play in this game.
Right.
Chauncey Hayden, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
I've interviewed Chris before. He's a good guy. Chris.
Thank you.
Is it not true that Jim Brewer, your former cast member, had a problem with you as well?
I think at one point he thought I stole an idea from him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, man, there's so much infighting. You got to admit.
But that's it, though.
Really?
That's not much for like 6 years.
With a lot of the cast members, and I think with Chris, do you remember that Rolling Stone cover came out, and they only put certain members of SNL on the cover?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Didn't that cause a lot of strife inside?
Yeah, well...
Why, they only chose certain amount of people for the cover. It was you.
Right, it was Will, me, Molly Shannon, and Sherry O'Terry.
And you did the cover, and the rest of the cast felt like, hey, what are we, garbage?
What is this?
But why be mad at you?
It was because of our characters, too. It was like there was the cheerleaders.
You were the breakout guys.
Roxbury guys.
Right.
And Mary Catherine.
But aren't they mad or jealous because you guys broke out and they didn't? And don't they think that you should stick up for them and insist that they be on the cover as well? But you don't have that kind of juice.
No, what are we gonna?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only makes sense that they would be on the cover, but what are we gonna do? I mean, Norm wanted to be. There's a big stink because he wanted to be on the cover
by himself.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't know if he wanted. No, he wanted to be
in that picture.
I don't know. He showed up later, and then he wanted to be. He wanted to stand in the middle of us.
And you said no.
Well, it was just like weird.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Why are you
like who are you?
Right here is like my variety show. What?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess he thought he was the guy. All right, Chauncey, thanks. All right. Artie Lang, go ahead.
Hey,
Artie
what's
Lang.
up, man?
Yeah, hey, Artie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I like Chris. I think he's funny. But what he said before about that Rolling Stone cover is wrong.
All right, go. Artie's going to defend Norm, I guess.
Norm representative.
You might be wrong.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's just that Chris made it sound like Norm showed up begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Oh no, he wasn't begging. He was just like assuming he was on the cover with us, and
Well, he was though.
I know he was.
But he wanted to stand in the middle as well.
No. They were begging Norm to do it, and he thought it seemed weird.
He didn't want to do it.
Right, he thought it seemed weird to stand in the middle of all you guys.
Oh, that's true.
They definitely wanted Norm to be on the cover because at the time, I mean, he was the funniest guy on the show. Howard, you've said that a million times.
I think Norm is hysterical.
He is. I already said that.
Yeah, and so does Chris.
But, I think Chris, he made it sound like Norm's begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
No.
You guys said no.
Hey, Artie, do you know why Norm has such a problem with Chris?
No. I
what
think,
is his problem?
I don't know. I wasn't there when they met or all that stuff happened.
He's never really...
Well, you are Mrs. Norm
Wait a
MacDonald.
minute, you weren't there during the shoot either, but you know all about that.
As a matter of fact, I was, because me and Norm had already done the movie, and I had lunch with his assistant. We went over there.
There you go,
Yeah,
Artie.
I can tell you, Howard, it's Christopher Walken. I hosted Saturday Night Live
Yes.
several times. I think Norm is just a funny guy. He came up to me one day and said, I'm a big fan. I said, what's your favorite movie? He said, Chris Kattan's a fag.
Really?
I don't know how to do with anything.
Oh, that's
I, for the
ridiculous.
record, have never heard Norm say that.
All right. Thank you, Artie.
All right, man.
Where are you today?
I'm in beautiful New Jersey.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
You want to hear? Go
ahead. Go ahead. There you go.
We're on SNL one time, right? This is what Norm just didn't care about anyone. This a quick story. Pamela Anderson is on it. Every time a hot chick would come on, Kattan would go over the top to like, oh my God, he'd write a sketch. We're gonna make out. She's hot. She's with Tommy Lee Hammer. Back off.
Yeah, right.
Come on. So he writes a sketch, and they do this sketch where it's the Twilight Zone when everyone's in pig face or something.
Right.
So that's the goof. So me, Catan, we're all in it, and Norm is the guy who's got to go, imagine if you will. And Norm doesn't read sketches, and he's a pro.
Right.
So he would rehearse it and go, hey, imagine if you will, second time, and Catan would go, oh my God, you don't even sound like him. Why would you do that? And I would stand and go, Norm, you gonna hit him back? Like, you gonna say something to him? You just gonna take that from this guy? Now we go to a dress show, which has an audience, and it's being filmed.
Right.
And again, he starts punking into Norm on the set.
Right.
He's going, oh my God, Norm, you gonna do it right? It's my only sketch.
Right, you don't sound like Rod Serling.
He's like, hey, imagine 10, 9, and we're on. Hey, imagine if you will. And he knew the deal.
Right.
Now we go to air. And Norm still hasn't said nothing. Every time Catan would say something to him, I'd look at Norm like, hey, man, you're my hero. What's up? Because if you're not going to say something, I will.
Right.
And sure enough, he'd give me like a wink. I swear to you, he'd give me a wink. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Live air comes on. And like, 20 seconds to the Twilight Zone sketch. He starts up again. Where Mike, the whole audience is listening. He's like, oh, God, Catan. Norm, you better sound like... Oh, God, Pamela, you're so hot. Norm, Pamela, I can't wait if you ever get rid of... 10 seconds! Norm turns to Catan. Right for his head, he goes, hey, Pamela, did Chris tell you he's gay yet? And he's got all this rage because he likes being gay. Why don't you just say you're gay and you wouldn't have all this anger and be a pester? 5 seconds! And you wouldn't have all this rage and try to interrupt everyone's sketch because you suck this week. And we're on! Imagine if you will. Like, there's my hero. There's my hero.
See, he knew to save it for the live air.
Saved it. He saved
nice.
it.
And Catan sank.
I couldn't even get my words out.
Yeah, I didn't say what he said. He was saying he was being.
He was paraphrasing and being kind. What did you say?
Well, Chris is a great guy, but he used to bring around women all the time to the show. Big, tall women. Big bruisers. And he'd say, "Look, I'm heterosexual." I mean, he wouldn't say that out loud. But that's what that would be the caption on the picture in the New Yorker. Boy, those are funny.
So it was something related to his sexuality.
Maybe. But listen, if I call a person gay, that ain't no insult.
It's a good thing nowadays.
Yeah, if you say it's an insult, you're the homophobe, not me.
Correct. Supreme Court says so.
That's absolutely. Would you care to hear my Anthony
Yeah,
Hopkins?
I want to hear. I want to hear.
From
Anthony
Sounds of the Lambs?
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
hear.
you be
your
the girl.
impression?
You be the girl.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah, just say something.
Who recently came out, right?
Yeah, but don't put that.
I'm not plugging that.
Okay, so just say it like you're. I'm
I'm
Hannibal the cannibal.
I'm Jodie Foster. I can't do Jodie.
No, just say any line.
Okay, Hannibal, you're terrible. What have you done to these innocent people?
Clarice, I don't know what you dream about, but I ate a guy. That wasn't good at all. I've never done it. Here's the problem. I've never done an impression of him.
Do one. Here's Jessica Biel from Flashdance.
Okay. So okay, Jessica.
Yeah.
Man, aren't you getting ready for your dance?
Yeah, I gotta go. I got a big thing tonight. It's like
Jennifer.
That much. My Jessica Biel and his Anthony Hopkins.
It was pretty
good.
close. They were pretty close. No, sometimes you
We're
think
working
a
on
good
it.
impression might come out. Do you ever do that?
What?
You
What'd
go,
you say?
I'll try
I didn't
this
even hear what
guy.
you said.
You go, man, I like this guy. I'll try him. Maybe it'll come out and sound
Yeah.
like him. And then it
It's
doesn't.
the first time you try an impression. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I could do Cary Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Cary. Nah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work.
Sorry, that scene that you guys
Daryl, where's Daryl?
The scene that you
Here's
guys
my
just
Daryl.
did, the one that you just did.
Yes.
You did it a few times, so.
Yeah. Every time we try to mix it up a little,
It's good to do it less than more.
Sometimes
Less
less
is
is
more?
more.
Less
Sometimes
is more?
It really
more
is.
Sometimes more is more when you're talking about fat women, but less is more when it's acting.
Yeah, if you're talking about little women, it's better to talk more about them.
Yeah, less is less with
Talk
women,
less about heavier women.
but less is more in acting. But with big fat women, less is actually
They don't
less.
call 'em-
More is more. There's no hiding that.
It's true. Here's my impression of a big fat woman. Not very good.
Hey, fatty.
So how much longer are you guys going to be here?
What?
We're that's it.
Let's do a little from the sunshine.
We flew in for a half
Let's
hour.
do a little
No.
from the sunshine.
We're here for
Boys.
another week, I think.
But next year the sunshine. Boys. You want to hear a little?
I don't know
Sunshine
any
Boys?
from the Sunshine
I don't
Boys.
know. Well, they said we could ad lib it up.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to get together, get back on the road again. See, do our vaudeville act.
I can't do that.
Why
Don't
not?
you see I got all this paperwork to do?
Yeah, you're balder than anything.
Wait a minute. If I weren't 70.
Ah.
Let's see. That's good.
That was
I got all this paperwork to do, and if I weren't 70.
How is life? I know besides thinking of these news story things and stuff like that, you know, you having a good time? You able to relax over the summer, have a good time?
Am I able to have a good time? My cat just had a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had a heart. You ever hear such a crazy thing?
No, I didn't know they got things like that.
Yeah, they get heart attacks. So I got it off Steve Corrin, this writer up at
Sure,
Saturday Night
I know
Live.
him, yeah.
Yeah, so he gives me his cat.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it's some kind of a defective cat, you know? So he's a nice cat and everything. I'm getting along with him. I come back to my apartment last week. The cat's like foaming at the mouth. He's shaking like this. He's foam coming out. So I didn't want to get near it. I thought maybe he'd, you know, who knows? He was delirious. Maybe he'd think I'm a mouse. So I said, I didn't want to get near him. So I phoned 911. You know, I panicked. I phoned 911.
Right.
Which it turns out it's just for people. I didn't know that.
Didn't know either.
They got mad, man. They said they would have me arrested if I phoned back.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you know, I love this cat. It's a good cat. So I took him down. I got him in a cab, and I took him down to the hospital, the animal hospital.
Uh-huh.
And the guy tells me my cat had a heart attack. He takes him away. He says, oh, yeah, he had cardiac arrest and stuff. And he started asking me questions about, like, he says, I said, what would cause that? He goes, you know, diet, stress.
Stress?
Yeah. Well, he had a big promotion coming up. So, and then he let me visit the cat.
Uh-huh.
He says, you can visit the cat, you know. There's visiting hours. I go, all right. So you go in this room, and then they bring the cat in a cage. He's all drugged up. And then they put the cat, like, on a bed. And then the guy goes, okay, we'll be back in a half an hour. You have half an hour, you know? So I'm with the cat, like, for half an hour. So after 5 minutes, you know, I figured, I got a life to get back to. You know, it's a cat. So we go out, and so afterwards he told me he had a lot of, he said he could have an operation, which was like $4,000, which, you know, I could buy like 100 cats for that, you know? But then I figured, what the hell would I do with 100 cats?
Right. So you got the cat. You sprung for the operation.
No,
huh?
I didn't.
Oh.
No, there was another thing where he's on medication, you know, and I have him on medication. I have this medication. He said there was some good news and bad news. He said the bad news was the cat only has like a 20% chance of survival, but he says the good news is it's just a cat.
He's a bad doctor. He's a bad doctor, too. You know, I find out more and more about you every time you come on the program. You know, I always study up on a file and I learn more about you. And I was really surprised to learn. I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Yeah, I did a lot of jobs before I got into comedy, you know, and for a while I was slinging the hash. No.
You idiot.
That was when I was a fry cook. I was a bartender. I was slinging the drinks, you know?
Sure, right.
And, oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know?
Really?
Always something funny happening down at the bar.
Well,
and,
that's perfect for a talk show, then.
Yeah, this is a good example. I was, one time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. So,
okay.
And also you learn how to make the drinks.
Yeah.
But So the drunk guy comes in, you know, real drunk, you know, 3 sheets to the wind, you know. So this character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard, you know. So I go to the guy, I say, you can't shoot a dart at my dartboard. He goes, you're not in this, you're drunk, you know. I said, I'm not going to let you, that'd be dangerous. That's a sharp thing, a dart, you know. So the guy goes, no, let me shoot 1 shot at the dartboard. So I go, all right, 1 shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know. So I start looking around, try to find something for him, and I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
He wanted a turtle, and I said, I'll get him a turtle. That'll be a good gift. Okay. But then later I thought, that's a dumb gift, a turtle. Nobody likes a turtle, you know? The kid will probably just put him on his back until he dies. Kids are cruel, you know? So I said, why not just give it to this drunk?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I said, here's your prize, here it is. And so the guy takes it in a shoebox, you know, and he goes, thanks, and he walks out with it. So I figured that's the last I'll ever see of that guy.
Sure.
2 weeks later, the guy shows up again. Drunk again. So now I go, oh my God, that's that guy from 2 weeks ago, you know? So he walks up to the bar. I go, I can't serve you, buddy. I can't do that. He goes, he says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. I go, no, man, I let you do that before. He goes, but I got a bullseye. I say, yeah, but you can't do that again. You know, that was luck. He goes, let me try. So he takes it, shoots it, bullseye again.
Oh, man.
So he goes, what do I win? You know? So I'm confused. I don't know, you know? I look around. I go, I don't know. I go, what did you win last time? He goes, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle.
We know it was the turtle. It was the turtle. We know.
Oh my God.
It was the turtle.
Guy must have gone out and ate it. It was crazy.
Oh, he ate the turtle. I see now.
It was crazy.
That's the real end of the joke.
It wasn't a joke.
I know it really happened, right? God forbid that was a joke. Sorry for calling what really happened to you a joke.
When I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrabbling to get out of high school, Jacques de Gatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, you know, a man grows. But this is the point.
Yeah.
Jacques de Gatineau, he went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge, and he even stood up to them. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Tertier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and gosh, I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? You know, with the different fish. You know.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah. Yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld. I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques Gatineau. And we were all, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a lot, big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now I believe that...
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like...
That was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody...
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know. That was way out of line.
No, that was way out of... Who are you to criticize Oscar Pistorius?
It's like somebody saying, I got to show you something. They take you on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around. No.
Did you ever hear the joke about the fella that he went to a house and it was very isolated, and there was a woman there and her mother, and they looked very much alike. Do you ever have occasion to see that, where the mother looks so young it could almost be a sister?
Yeah, for sure.
And so he was with the mother and the daughter, and he went to bed, and he turned off the lights. It was very dark, as it is in summer, as it is in the country, And someone opened the door at night, and he was a little frightened. Who is it? And he heard the voice of, of this woman. He wasn't sure if it was the mother or the daughter. And she came over and she said, "It's so lonely here, there's been no men." And she caressed his arm, and one thing became the inevitable.
They had sex?
Yeah, so we don't have to be coarse about it, but yes. And the next day, as the lady's leaving, it's 4 a.m., and she's like, the light's about to come on. I must leave. And the fellow says, but who are you? I must know. I must know which you are. No, you can't know. And she leaves. And so the next day, the man wakes up, and they're having breakfast. And he looks, you see, from the mother to the daughter, trying to find a signal from them, but gets nothing, And so that night, the same thing occurs. And again, he says, I must know. Who are you? You can't know. I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. I must know. You can't know. So she goes next day. He talks to them again. And he says, he's still getting nothing from them, you see? So the next night, the same thing happens. And he says, I must know this after she vanishes into the house. He says to her, I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. Will you go with me? Your caresses are so wonderful. And your lovemaking is non-perial. And he feels the tears run down his chest from the girl. She goes, I can't go. I cannot go. So he still doesn't know if it's the mother or the daughter. And as he's leaving, he shakes the hands of both the mother and the daughter, and he shakes them firmly to try to get some feeling from them, but nothing, still nothing. And so he leaves. And the old man, the driver, drives him to the boat where he is to sail away to Melbourne the next day. And the old man says, you know, why this place is so isolated? No. The man says, why? Well, it's so isolated, you see, because there is another sister that lives there, a leper.
So the leper?
Let's not be coarse. Good God, man, that's not how you tell a joke. That's supposed to happen through your mind. That's supposed to. But yes, a leper.
And you often speak of your native Canada.
Yeah, I love Canada.
You mention it a lot.
Yeah, a couple of people.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, they like it.
That's important. Where are you from? Are you from a big city? Where are you from?
I'm from a little town. It's called Monkland, and it's only 108 people.
108? That's small.
It's country, you know. It's really rural. And but man, I'll tell you, there's lots of funny stories from there.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have time. Thank you very much for coming, Norm. It was good having you here. It was Norm MacDonald. Good night, everybody.
Because farm people, you know.
There are funny stories from this town.
Yeah, because farm people, they all seem to be, you know, there all seems to be a funny story. I remember one time.
There better be, Norm.
There was a guy, man, he lived down the road. His name was John Neil Mergerison. And this guy, I went to him once. I've been away for a couple of years, you know. I moved to the city, you know, and I came back. And I said, John Neil, how you doing? You know, I went to his what do you got, farm? And
yeah, that thing, yeah.
So he's showing me his pigs. He had a bunch of pigs there, you know. He had a bunch of pigs, a bunch of them, and one of the pigs had a wooden leg, you know.
What?
Oh yeah, a wooden leg. So I thought that was odd, you know. So I says to him, I says, John Neil, that's odd. There, what's that pig? What's the story with that pig? So John Neil, he goes, oh man, Norm, he says, that's a special pig. He goes, you wouldn't believe that pig. I go, yeah, what, tell me about it. He goes, that pig, you wouldn't believe it. He says, last winter, you know, he goes, the house burned down. You know, you probably heard, the house burned down. And he says, me and the wife, we were sleeping on our bed. And he says, we never would have heard. We never would have heard. We never would have woken up. But he goes, that pig, he broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the house. And he went up to the bedroom window, you know. And he says he starts hitting his little snout on a window, you know. And he says, me and the wife, we woke up. And we got out, man, just in time. We escaped that inferno. He didn't use the word inferno. He's just a farmer.
But you threw that in there.
Yeah, he says we escaped that conflagration, you know. So I go, man, that's quite a story about the pig. He goes, oh man, it doesn't stop there. I go, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, just later after that, like the following summer, me and the wife were plowing a North 40, and our little boy, only 2 years old, man, fell into the well, and all alone, you know, and we no way we could do anything. We were plowing, and he says we didn't hear, you know, and he says, man, and you know, we're getting older. We're probably not going to have another kid. You know, that kid means everything to us. I go, I know, John Neil, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. So I said, what happens? He goes, that very same pig. He says, he heard the child's wailing plaintive cry. He didn't say plaintiff, you know, he's a farmer. But he says he heard the child. He broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the well. He looked down. There was the poor son of ours there, Billy, you know, down at the bottom of the well. He says the pig, he took his snout there. He started pulling up on a rope. And the kid got right out, you know, and man, that's great, isn't it? And I go, man, that's the greatest story I ever heard. Man, oh, what a pig. I said, what a pig that is. I said, one question though, John Neil. I said, he got a wooden leg. I don't understand that part. Pig got a wooden leg over there. John Neil goes, man, he goes, what are you crazy? He says, a great pig like that, you can't eat him all at once. You know, he says,
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, everybody. All right. I can never forgive you. All right, well, let's mention this. Saturday Night Live this week's with Phil Hartman.
Yeah, it's going to be
exciting. Gin Blossoms on that show. That's a great show.
I don't know who they are, but Phil Hartman is great.
Norm MacDonald, everybody. Richard E. Grant, Goldust are coming up. We'll be right back. We're back. I'm sitting with Norm MacDonald, and now not all your material comes from the news. Is that right? You know.
No, some of my material comes. My strongest material comes from real life.
Real life?
Like, for instance, today I was driving in a car. You were kind enough to bring a car to bring this old chunk of coal here to the studio.
We send cars for our guests, yes.
Yeah, so I got in it, and I get material that way. So my driver.
What do you mean? How do you get material that way? You get in the car, and what happens?
My driver tells me a joke.
The driver we sent to pick you up told you a joke.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell it now on the show.
Yeah, that's how I get a lot of my material.
Okay. Why don't we just have him on next time?
That guy. That guy. No, wait till you hear me do it. So the guy, he goes, I say, I'll be the guy.
Okay.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office. Right.
You are correct. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist's office says, "What's the problem?" And the moth says, "What's the problem? Where do I begin, man?" He goes, "I go to work for Gregory Olinovich, and all day long I work." Honestly, Doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if Gregory Olinovich knows. He only knows that he has power over me, and that seems to bring him happiness. But I don't know. I wake up in a malaise, and I walk here and there. And the podiatrist says, "Oh, yeah?" And the moth goes, "Yes." And he goes, "At night, I sometimes wake up, and I turn to some old lady in my bed that's on my arm. A lady that I once loved, Doc. I don't know where to turn to. My youngest, Alexandria. She fell in the cold of last year. The cold took her down, as it did many of us. And my other boy, and this is the hardest pill to swallow, Doc. My other boy, Gregorio Ivanilidovich. I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only the cowardice was stronger, then perhaps I could bring myself to reach over to that cocked and loaded gun that lays on the bedside behind me. And end this hellish facade once and for all.
How long a drive was this? Do you live in the valley? Where do you live? Please, sorry.
He says, "Doc, sometimes I feel like a spider, even though I'm a moth, just barely hanging on to my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good." And so the doctor says, "Moth, man, you're troubled. But you should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here?" And then the moth said, "Because the light was on."
My congratulations to anyone who stuck it through to the end. So Norm.
What?
We're pretty much out of time. No.
Well, listen, it's over.
What's that? Do it. We have. I understand you've been pitching television shows.
We took a lot of flack for saying in the art of for some things that you said in the Hollywood Reporter, saying that you were kind of glad that the Me Too movement has slowed down, and we don't really know you as a guy who, you know, really comments on very much that's gone on. So what were you trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, I was, you know, print reporters, they ask you questions and they put them all together. What I was talking about was Chris Hardwick, this particular comedian.
Right.
That was a friend of mine. And, you know, if 500 women go against a man, obviously the guy's guilty. But in the Chris Hardwick one, it was one woman against one man.
Right.
You know, so I was saying that I thought it was good that the pendulum was swung, and Chris Hardwick has been as rehabilitated as he's going to get. He still tells me he can't walk down the street without people yelling stuff at him.
Yeah.
But that's all I was trying to say.
We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that Believe Women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew. I miss, tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
due process?
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old Gumshoe shows. And they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just
Right.
like it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS? This is what it is.
What I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.